Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for tuning into today's video. We have more gaming and PlayStation news, rumours and leaks to go over. Please hit that like button if you enjoyed the video, and if you're new here to the channel, consider subscribing and becoming a channel member. So we're starting off with Naughty Dog, and Naughty Dog, one of PlayStation's most renowned first-party studios, has reportedly been working on a brand new unannounced game for the past 3 years. What makes this particularly intriguing is that this project is being led by Shaun Escayg, and he's a creative force known for his work on the Uncharted, The Lost Legacy and Marvel's Avengers games. This information comes from entertainment insider Daniel-RPK, who shared the details on his Patreon page. However, despite the growing speculation, it's important to clarify that the mystery game is not The Last of Us Part 3. For some time, rumours have been swirling about a potential sequel to The Last of Us Part 2, but Naughty Dog has remained tight-lipped about whether or not that game is actually in development. In a recent interview, studio co-president Neil Druckmann even hinted that fans should not assume that a third installment is guaranteed, leaving the franchise's future uncertain. This means that the studio's current focus seems to be somewhere else, and according to reports, one of those projects is under Escayg's leadership. The significance of his involvement cannot be overstated, especially given his deep history with the Uncharted series. While Naughty Dog has seemingly put Uncharted on hold since the 2017's The Lost Legacy game, there have been persistent whispers and rumours about the possibility of a remake of Uncharted Drake's Fortune, though no official confirmation has ever been made. If such a project is in development, it could mark a return to one of PlayStation's most beloved franchises, and Naughty Dog has already announced another major title, that is Intergalactic: The Heretic Prophet, which was revealed during the Game Awards in December. However, fans hoping to play this game anytime soon may have to wait for a long time. Reports suggest that the Intergalactic game is not expected to launch until at least 2027, leaving many fans disappointed and eager for more immediate releases from Naughty Dog. The fact that Naughty Dog is juggling multiple ambitious single-player projects is not exactly a secret. The studio itself has previously confirmed that it has more than one major game in the works, and a lot of people thought the other game was Last of Us Part 3, which was debunked by Neil Druckmann. A quick glance at Naughty Dog's extensive staff list on LinkedIn also suggests that not everyone at the company is dedicated to Intergalactic, so further supporting the idea that at least one other major significant game is in active development. Daniel-RPK's report also adds another interesting detail about Shaun's leadership on this second project. Escayg rejoined Naughty Dog after a brief stint at Crystal Dynamics, where he worked as a creative director. Given his experience and previous work, his involvement hints that the unannounced game could lean into the cinematic storytelling and action-adventure gameplay that Naughty Dog is famous for. Ultimately, while the specifics of the new game remain a mystery, one thing is clear: Naughty Dog is far from slowing down. With multiple projects in development and a history of delivering some of gaming's most iconic narratives, fans can expect more details to emerge in the future. So what do you think this new game could be from Naughty Dog? I mean, given Shaun's experience and that he's at Naughty Dog, and that we keep hearing whispers and rumours of an Uncharted reboot or a remake in the works, I really hope it is a new Uncharted game, a reimagining of the game. Kind of like what Santa Monica Studios did with the God of War franchise in 2018 when they rebooted God of War. So I really do hope it's a reboot of the Uncharted games. One of the best series of games I've ever played on the PlayStation. So what do you think the mysterious Naughty Dog game could be? Let me know in the comments down below, and let's move on. Ubisoft, they are undergoing a major transformation, one that could reshape the company completely. Speculation has been going around that by the end of 2025, Ubisoft will look vastly different from how it started the year, and the first steps towards this change have already taken place thanks to a significant partnership with Tencent. Ubisoft has announced that the formation of a new subsidiary, which will house 3 of its most successful franchises: Assassin's Creed, Rainbow Six, and Far Cry. The subsidiary will still be under Ubisoft's umbrella, and it will see Tencent take a 25% stake of that subsidiary through a $1.3 billion investment. The entire subsidiary, including its studios and back catalogue, is estimated to be worth around $4.3 billion US. The new division will oversee the development of all past, present, and future titles under these 3 major franchises, and that will ensure their continued growth while benefiting from Tencent's industry experience and financial backing. As part of the deal, Tencent will receive a percentage of sales from all related games moving forward. Ubisoft CEO Yves Guillemot also emphasized the significance of this structural shift, calling it a foundational step in Ubisoft's ongoing evolution. He stated that we are focused on building strong game ecosystems designed to become evergreen, growing high-performing brands and creating new IPs powered by cutting-edge and emerging technologies, with the creation of a dedicated subsidiary that will spearhead development for 3 of our largest franchises and the onboarding of Tencent as a minority investor. We are crystallizing the value of our assets, strengthening our balance sheet, and creating the best conditions for these franchises' long-term growth and success. Tencent's Martin Lau, president of the Chinese gaming and tech giant, echoed a similar sentiment. He goes on to say that we are excited to extend our long-standing partnership with Ubisoft through this investment, which reflects our continued confidence in Ubisoft's creative vision and exceptional talent to drive sustained success in the industry. Now, while the deal strengthens the future of Assassin's Creed, Rainbow Six, and Far Cry, there is a lot of uncertainty around the rest of the Ubisoft's portfolio. Franchises like The Crew, Just Dance, and Splinter Cell are not included in this new structure, leaving the future unclear. Ubisoft has, however, reaffirmed its commitment to ongoing franchises such as The Division and Ghost Recon. This restructuring follows a turbulent period for Ubisoft. In recent years, the company has faced financial struggles, underperforming releases, and falling stock prices. These setbacks have focused Ubisoft to make bold strategic decisions to secure its most valuable assets while adapting to the evolving gaming industry. While Ubisoft presents this move as a step towards innovation and long-term success, it also raises questions about the future of other franchises and development teams within Ubisoft. With Tencent now involved, there's also speculation whether this could lead to more changes in the future, potentially even a larger acquisition. It's still too early to predict the full consequences of the shift, but one thing is clear: Ubisoft is making a big bet on consolidation and specialization. Whether the move results in better games and stronger franchises remains to be seen. For now, all eyes are on how the new subsidiary operates and what it means for the future of Ubisoft's vast gaming empire. It just feels like Tencent has selected 3 massive Ubisoft properties that it knows it can make money from, and it will look to chip away at Ubisoft over the years, eventually making a move to acquire more than the already 25% of the shares that they own. If things continue to go downhill for Ubisoft as a business, it looks like Tencent are going to be there to snap it up, certainly snapping up Assassin's Creed, Rainbow Six, and Far Cry. The question really is, who's going to snap up the other Ubisoft entities? Let me know down below in the comments, and let's move on. So there's another major studio in the gaming industry that is undergoing significant internal changes. Crystal Dynamics, the studio behind the legendary Tomb Raider franchise, has confirmed 17 layoffs as it continues to work on the next installment of the series. In an official statement, the studio addressed the decision, and they go on to say that this morning, Crystal Dynamics made the difficult decision to reduce our workforce by 17 talented team members. We did not make this decision lightly. Ultimately, this step was necessary to better align our current business needs and the studio's future success. The layoffs come despite ongoing development of a new Tomb Raider game, which was announced several years ago. Now, Crystal Dynamics has partnered with Amazon Games for this project, marking a new chapter for the franchise. While details remain scarce, a press release from December 2022 confirmed that the next Tomb Raider game will be a single-player, narrative-driven adventure. The timing of these layoffs is particularly notable as Tomb Raider franchise will celebrate its 30th anniversary in 2026. The original game released in October 1996. It actually made its debut on the Sega Saturn, if you can believe that, the original PlayStation and PC, and it quickly became a pop culture phenomenon. Over the years, Lara Croft remained one of gaming's most iconic characters, with multiple reboots and adaptations across various media. Despite the layoffs, Crystal Dynamics assures fans that development on the next Tomb Raider remains on track and that the studio remains committed to delivering a high-quality experience. Job cuts in the gaming industry often signal larger shifts in a company's direction, leading to speculation about what the future holds for Crystal Dynamics and its workforce. Both Ubisoft's restructuring and Crystal Dynamics layoffs, they highlight an ongoing trend within the gaming industry. Studios adapting to financial pressures, shifting priorities, gaming performances, and evolving business models. With Tencent increasing its stake in Ubisoft and Amazon stepping up to co-develop Tomb Raider, the landscape is definitely changing within the gaming industry. And as the industry continues to evolve, it remains to be seen how these decisions will impact the games that we play and the studios that create them. One thing is definitely for certain: change is happening, and it will shape the future of the gaming studios, the publishers, and the games over the coming years. So let's move on. And former Sony Interactive Entertainment Worldwide Studios chairman Shawn Layden has spoken out about why he left PlayStation, revealing that the company's increasing focus on live service games played a significant role in his departure. Layden, who had been with Sony for over 30 years, stepped down just before the launch of the PS5. Speaking in an interview, he admitted that he was not fully aligned with Sony's strategic direction at the time. He goes on to say that the company was making some strategic decisions about where they wanted to take the platform in the future, with a heavy emphasis on games as a service, live service gaming, subscription formulas, and reoccurring revenue models. That was not really my area of expertise, explains Shawn Layden. He went on to say that his passion lay in crafting games, especially single-player games, narrative-driven experiences, games like God of War, Spider-Man, The Last of Us, Uncharted, and Horizon. The shift towards a games as a service model was not something he wanted to be part of, making it a natural point for him to step away from PlayStation. Layden has also shared his thoughts on the future of the PlayStation hardware, stating that he does not believe the PS6 will be completely digital only, and also he expressed skepticism over the idea that PlayStation games would be coming to Xbox, suggesting that a move would likely not be worthwhile for Sony. And I've discussed this before on many occasions, that PlayStation games will not be going to Xbox. It's just not in Sony's interest. What a great leader Shawn Layden was. I mean, look at those games that he was involved with at his spell at PlayStation: God of War, Spider-Man, The Last of Us, Uncharted, and Horizon. Phenomenal. If there was ever an opportunity for Shawn Layden to come back to PlayStation, I hope he would take it, and I hope the company gives him the opportunity. His vision, his leadership, the way he supported to create amazing single-player gaming experiences, it was one of the reasons why PlayStation is a market leader. They have some of the greatest single-player games ever created in the gaming industry, and he was a massive part of that reason. What a great guy. Anyway, let's move on. In disappointing news for Hogwarts Legacy fans, as the highly anticipated story expansion for the game has reportedly been cancelled. According to a Bloomberg report by Jason Schreier, Warner Bros. Made the decision as part of a larger restructuring of its gaming division. Reports suggest that the expansion was deemed too small to justify the price Warner Bros. Had to pay to develop this game, leading to its cancellation. The DLC was rumored to be launching alongside a director's cut edition of the game, but now that appears to be off the table. Despite the setback, Hogwarts Legacy remains one of WB Games' biggest success stories, and fans are still holding out hope for a fully fledged sequel in the future. I wonder if they will just bundle in whatever content they've created so far, package it up with more content, and call it Harry Potter 2. Right, Hogwarts Legacy 2, the sequel. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video.